We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. believes that the call for Justice Secretary Jesus Boying Remulla to step down from his post is baseless following the arrest of his son in an anti-drug operation. Marcos said the call for Remulla to resign have no basis as the call is only for those who are not doing their job or misbehave in their jobs. Marcos said Remulla had already made a proper stance not to intervene in his son's case. Remulla earlier said he's not lifting a finger on the case of his 38-year-old son who was arrested in a buy-bust operation in Las Piñas City. Remulla's son, Juanito Jose, is facing charges for violation of Section 4 or the importation of dangerous drugs. He was arrested at around 11 a.m. on Tuesday in a controlled delivery operation by the NAIA Interagency Drug Interdiction Task Group and the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, which resulted in the seizure of 893.91 grams of high-grade marijuana. The contraband was in a parcel shipped by a certain Benjamin Hoffman from the United States and allegedly consigned to the Justice Chief's son. In a handwritten statement, Remulla said his son will have to face his predicament as a fully emancipated child, as he will have to abide by the oath of his office that he took when he assumed this position as Justice Secretary. Remulla's brother, Cavite Governor John Vic Remulla, also reiterated in a tweet that the family will not interfere nor influence the case. President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos will attend the Asean Summit and related meetings in Phnom Penh in Cambodia next month. The Department of Foreign Affairs said preparations are underway for the meetings set from November 10 to 13. It said this will be the first ASEAN summit to be held in person since the onset of the pandemic and the first to be attended by President Marcos. Last October 5, Foreign Affairs Undersecretary and Philippine Senior Officials Meeting Leader Maria Teresa Lazaro participated in the ASEAN Joint Consultative Meeting and related meetings in Cambodia. Among the issues discussed were the ASEAN's post-pandemic economic recovery initiatives, the application of Timor-Leste to become a member of ASEAN, accession of countries to the Treaty of Amity and Cooperation in Southeast Asia, and various regional and international issues. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. on Thursday received the credentials of 4 new diplomats from Norway, Denmark, Turkey, and Spain at the Malacanang Palace. Marcos shared on Facebook his photos with Ambassadors Christian Halaas Lister of Norway, Franz Michael Skjold Melbin of Denmark, Niyazi Evren Akyol of Turkey, and Miguel Utrey of Spain. Akyol conveyed to Marcos the Turkish government's commitment in supporting the Philippines' peace process in Mindanao. Meanwhile, Utrey assured Marcos of Spain's continued cooperation with the Philippines in different areas of mutual interest, such as international security, health, and food security. Lister previously served as Norway's Deputy Director General for Security at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Melbourne previously served as Danish Ambassador to the United Arab Emirates, a permanent representative to the International Renewable Energy Agency, and Commissioner General for Denmark at Expo 2020. The International School of Sustainable Tourism, ASEAN Center for Biodiversity, and the Southeast Asian Regional Center for Graduate Study and Research in Agriculture formally signed a Memorandum of Agreement for the launching of the first International Ecotourism Travel Mart and Selling Fair. The event aims to bring together delegates and exhibitors worldwide to showcase a product and services with strong ecotourism component, green technology, and sustainable green practices. It will also feature discussions of experts and tourism practitioners on improving sustainability, knowledge, and practice for tourism operators. This partnership is also part of the ASEAN's efforts in mainstreaming biodiversity across sectors such as tourism and agriculture. The event will be held from March 29 to April 2, 2023 in Cavite. The Presidential Task Force on Media Security, or PTFoMS, is looking into the death threats received through social media by TV5 journalist Ed Lingao and anchor Lourd de Veyra. In a statement, the PTFoMS stressed it does not tolerate an incident of threat or violence committed against journalists and that it is compelled to act immediately on every incident. The state response to such complaint is both immediate and immense, while all are given utmost importance. The PTFoMS is an interagency task force with a devoted mandate to safeguard media freedom by protecting the life, liberty, and security of members of the press. It is directly under the supervision of the Office of the President. The PTFoMS can be reached via Messenger through its official Facebook page or telephone numbers. It can also be contacted through its media security vanguards composed of the PNP Public Information Officers nationwide. And that's the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head on to the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We are also shown on the social media pages of the Office of the Press Secretary and Radio Pilipinas RP1. Stay tuned for more news updates. I'm Marita Muaje. We tell stories that inspire change.